He's right. I am.
So it's Sett versus Jayce. Obviously, I'm Sett. Show you a little bit of the
He's right.
melee versus range top lane matchup.
Months ago, I was just an ordinary high school girl.
So first off, right off the bat, typically if it's a pokey matchup, you want to go fleet footwork. And I think I can outplay this guy, so I'm not going to go fleet. He should be tough to grab because he has phase rush, and he has ignite. So if he's any good, he should be punishing me hard. You also want to take second wind. This isn't just Sett related. This is anybody, by the way. Second wind for the poke damage, and whatever the fuck that rune is. It's for healing and shields. That's good for me. It might be different depending on the champ that you have.
We're not going to lose anyone else close to us again.
Hey, is there a doctor on hand?
Obviously, I start Doran shield. This is good for poke.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
That I'll protect you.
Poor boy, I might actually have fallen for you if you weren't careful.
Come on.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Look at that E range. That shit is garbage.
I don't bother with jabs. If you're throwing, throw it hard.
So I'm not going to show the whole game. This game was pretty long. It was like 40 minutes. So I'm just going to skip through the important stuff.
Every single one of them thinks they're the one to beat me.
So I ping the phase rush. I'm already analyzing the fight and what I need to do. So I'm staying back. I only go in here because I need to see how good this guy is. And he already let me grab him. So, like, I already know he's an ape.
My coat costs more than this whole damn place.
And despite whatever happens in this matchup, like, you know, you could be like, well, this particular Jayce is just, like, really bad. Like, no, dude, like, in the ELO that we play in, they're all bad.
You better not miss. Busted heads!
First blood.
Get that money. Everyone loses. Wow. Almost everyone.
So, he keeps getting caught, because again, he's bad, like most of them. So when I grab him as a melee, you have to kite your autos. So when you see me do grabs, like I'll try and get in front of him to get more hits in.
You swing on the boss, you better not miss.
He's gonna grab him. I'm gonna walk in front of him. There goes his ignite. He flashes. I follow.
Get that money. Everyone loses. Wow. Almost everyone.
Alright, time it back. Don't overstay. So here's something.
An enemy has been
So you
slain.
want to buy your items right away. You don't want to, you know, hang around the shop
Ally
too
has been
much.
slain.
Someone gets their face caved in.
But I kind of had a dilemma here. So I could go pickaxe for the massive damage. But what I decide to do is go boots instead. So against range matchups, you need to rush level 2s. Always. Any range matchup, you need to be rushing level 2s. I kinda fucked up there. See, the way I play, you want to grab the people when they're running away, not to start a fight. But this guy is so bad that he's running at me, and it's throwing me off. So I'm wasting my E.
Some beatings you just gotta do yourself.
Like, this guy just wants to die. Alright, so Jayce backs out. Hard shove. Maybe I can reset. Usually you can buy tier 2 boots at
The line of
800.
people trying to take me down just ain't long enough.
An enemy
So
has been
I need
slain.
50 more gold and I can buy
An
tier 2
ally has been
boots.
slain.
And I have
Like
teleport.
violence, but they all watch.
So if I clear this wave, I can back and TP the lane.
High knife! Too hairy for
Alright.
humans, too smooth for business.
So he took so much damage, I'm just gonna stay and kill him.
An ally has been slain.
Now that I'm 6, I'm just gonna stay and kill him. So hard shove the wave and then get ready to dive. And again, this applies to any champ that you play. This isn't just Sett specific.
I ain't no half-breed. I'm a full breed. I'm the one.
Alright, he lived there. I noticed my R was off quick cast. Kinda threw me off there.
Glad I don't have to fight me.
So I take my R off quick cast if I play Pantheon. Alright, popper plant, always pop those when you can so the jungler doesn't... Always pop those so the enemy jungler doesn't surprise you when you have vision. Alright, so I see Kane on the minimap. Alright. So we know Kane is topside and we're low. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna ward right there so we can see him phase through the wall.
Being the boss is a lot better than not being the boss.
Alright, Jayce actually backed. So we're gonna hard shove and then we're gonna back.
Probably shouldn't have worn my nice pants to this.
Got our tier 2s. Whatever else we can buy.
Killing spree.
Be like water. Yes, I'm kind of a swimmer.
Shut down.
Notice how I press tab very often? I always try and collect information about what's going on in the game.
If I ever find my old man, well, I hope he's been training.
Enemy killing spree.
Alright, so I have 68 CS to his 41. So that should not be happening.
Ionia. place was so damn quiet before I came along. Accelerate.
So now I can run at him because I have tier 2 boots. If he slacks, I catch him. He has no boots. He has 0 boots.
No tapping out my pit.
Just sidestep his Qs. He's gonna try and shoot you to farm the minions. Just sidestep. Don't take free damage.
If anyone's watching this fight, they owe me money. They call me a thug.
Alright, he's down
I
30
call me an
CS.
entrepreneur.
Remember, this guy is ranged
An ally
and he has
been
ignite.
slain.
Like, he shouldn't be down this bad.
Bring the ruckus.
You have slain an enemy.
So he tried to go behind me and knock me into tower to finish me off,
You have slain an enemy.
but I reacted quick enough. I realized what he was doing.
Shut down. Enemy killing spree.
Somewhere out there's a demand that needs supplying.
Alright, take as many plates as possible. I'm typically cautious of where the enemy jungler is.
An enemy has
But,
been slain.
Okay, he's dead. So,
My business.
I'm just trying to rush plates and gold because I want... So we have tier 2 boots, alright? So we're in really good shape. The next step is to get Stride Breaker. If we get Stride Breaker, it's just... There's nothing he can do. So I needed 1900, so I farmed up the... So we need 1900 and we ended up getting... You know, we ended up staying.
Only thing an honest living makes you is
Now we go back to lane, and it's pretty much GG from here. Switch out your wards. I buy a red ward, pink, and I'm level 9, so I switch to blue trinket.
Must be a fight brewing. Nothing I hate more than people with sleeves.
An enemy has been slain.
At this point, Jayce doesn't even want to stay in lane. He's just completely given up. I've only killed him twice.
Who's looking to
Right.
lose a fight today?
So, we're here to win the lane. We're not here to be KDA players. I don't care about having 10 kills. We have to CS. That's where my items come from. My items aren't coming from kills. They're coming from CS. So this guy's already given up. He's just fucking around. He's on the middle side of the
Your
map
team has destroyed a turret.
trying to set up ganks.
Hey, anyone know whose teeth are stuck in my knuckles?
Enemy has been slain.
I think he's level 8.
An enemy has been slain.
To beat the boss, you
Killing
gotta beat the
spree.
boss.
So notice what I did here.
Shut down.
To beat the boss.
Your team has destroyed a slain.
So this Kane is running away.
An enemy has been slain.
So this angle, these angles, you have no vision past this bush. You'll notice it when you jungle and you try and look for Scuttle. He's always hidden until you go into the bush. So you can't see people at these angles. That's why we have fog. So Kane was running, and even though I'm in sight, he can't see me past this bush. So he should be able to see me, but he actually can't.
To beat the boss, you gotta beat the boss. I don't see you beat
Shut
the
down.
boss.
I use these angles all the
Enemy
time.
has been slain.
I said I had her temper. Look sharp, mate. You're in the main event now. Going for a ride! Busting heads!
Rampage.
You should get cut! The cracking of bones.
Shut down.
So I already used Herald. So we had 5 seconds until plates fell. I tried to greed and get more gold.
You're in the main event now. Going for a ride! Busting heads!
Rampage.
This is my first throw.
You should get cut! The cracking of bones.
Shut down.
I was ready.
An enemy has been slain.
So they tried to tower dive him, and what happened was I TP'd to mid lane.
Nothing personal.
Unfortunately, I didn't get anybody.
Energize.
So, and I had to blow flash. Terrible, terrible engage. Terrible execution on my part. But that happens. You can't play perfect all the time.
I don't like hurting people. I like the money I get for hurting people every time.
An ally has been slain.
It's for lightweights.
An enemy has been slain.
Probably shouldn't have worn my nice pants to this.
Alright, I don't know where his team is, so it's time to start backing out.
Everyone loses. Wow. Almost everyone.
Here they go.
Between rounds, then come out. Nothing people hate more than a guy who makes something of himself.
I'm always looking for something to do on the map. If I plan on backing, that's fine, but if I need more gold, I need to either counter jungle, look for scuttle, do something. I'm always doing something.
I don't bother with
An
jabs.
enemy has been slain.
Throw it hard.
Very important to counter jungle if you can, when it's safe.
Ionia. Place was so damn quiet before I came along.
Shut down. Enemy killing spree. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
Get off my floor.
So,
Like hurting people.
the reason my execution was so poor the first time that I ganked him was because I need to check his abilities. So,
An enemy has been slain.
everyone knows what Sett's W does with the Haymaker, but Pant's E can block that. So I'm always watching to see if he uses his E before I use my W. If he hasn't used his E, then there's no point in me trying.
Destroyed a turret.
Some beatings you just gotta do yourself.
Time to back here. We don't know where his team is. I could kill him easily, obviously, but if I don't see the team, it's not worth the throw. Because again, we're not trying to play for KDA, not necessarily.
I used to risk my neck in the pit making someone else. We do it the other way around. I like that better.
I didn't ult him like I should have. So I realize I don't have dead mans yet. I only have the first two pieces, so I back off. Like if you're chasing for more than 5 seconds, you're doing it wrong.
They say you learn a lot together.
So I'm trying to ping my jungler to do this because we have like 15 seconds.
Your turret has been
We don't
destroyed.
get it. We don't get it in time. The Baron spawns. But I do get dead mans here. So they're mostly AD, so we're gonna go dead mans and then we're gonna go dead stands. TPN.
An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy.
So that's another throw. Every time I die, it's a throw.
Your turret is
If I come back bearing new dead bodies, I'm gonna be so wet. Oh,
has been slain.
Being the boss is a lot better than not being the boss. Pulling at your feet, scuffing up your nice shoes.
Again, we start doing stuff on the map. Start taking stuff.
Too hairy for humans, too smooth for beasts. What are you gonna do?
So here's what I didn't notice. Here's where I fucked up. His team starts walking up,
Too hairy for humans, too
and I
smooth for
missed it.
beasts. What are you gonna do?
Has been slain.
Cracking of bones is the clinking of. The cracking of bones.
So I start
clinking of
stealing jungle
coins.
on our side. At least from Yone. Like, he's on my team, but look, he's 1 in 6. Lucian's 1 in 9. When people are doing this bad and you're the one carrying, just take everything.
People say they don't like violence, but they all watch.
Like, it does nothing for you that they get this.
You have been slain.
There, I die again.
Enemy double kill.
Keep that around the body.
Enemy triple kill.
team is inting pretty hard.
Looks like I brought my...
Your turret has been destroyed.
If anyone's watching this fight, they owe me money.
See how I sidestep? Like, I already know what Jayce is gonna do. Whenever you see a poke coming, just sidestep. So they could be a Baron, they could be a Dragon. My money's on Dragon.
It's all fun and games till someone gets their face kicked in.
Like at this point, I'm not gonna carry at this rate, because I keep dying, and my team is already really behind. So this guy's useless, right? So I spam tab, collect information on the game. So we have. So I buy the Bramble Vest for anti-heal. They have this. They have Kayn. They have Pantheon with this. They have Jhin with heal. And they have a Yuumi. So I need anti-heal. So I have my armor. They're mostly AD. I'm going to get anti-heal. And of course my last slot is usually Sterix. Also, I start checking levels. How strong am I? Why am I dying? Right? So Pantheon is the highest level. I was rocking my lane. I was like 6-2. I was like 5-1. Now I'm 6-5. So I'm dying too much. Even Jayce has caught up at this point. So we're gonna do some things a little bit differently. So I don't group with these guys anymore. So we need to go back to the side lanes
Technique
and start power
is for
farming.
lightweights.
We need to start power farming and we need to stop dying. Alright, run over to a minion. Because if you run over to minions, your E will get, you can get the stun off of your E. Now if you E him without a minion, he doesn't get stunned.
My coat costs more than this whole damn place.
An ally has been slain.
Alright, so we're not dying anymore. We're pushing, we're power leveling. So right now I just jumped 2 levels from 14 to
If
16.
I ever find my old man, well, I hope he's been training. I'll be
Alright.
right back. Gotta check on some legitimate business.
Look for more things to do. Scuttles up. See, I was about to back,
I ain't no
right?
half-breed.
I was about to back here. But there's always something. Look for something to do. So I'm gonna back here, and then up. There's Scuttles.
Gotta check
Scuttles
on
up.
some legitimate business. I ain't no
I like money.
half-breed. I'm a full breed. I'm
Start checking prices. Need Sterix gauge, buy Phage.
nice shoes.
Everyone's fighting around Baron. Now again, we don't want to keep fighting. We don't want to keep throwing, but we need to get them off of objectives. So I don't want to hard commit to fights, but we don't want to give them free objectives either. So if they're going to Baron, I need to be there.
Shut down.
Only one of us is leaving.
Alright, we can't do this because our bot lane is trolling. So Fiddle pings the Baron and I ping him away. Steal camps. We're pushing mid.
An ally has been slain.
And that's me talking to Fiddlesticks. Steal camps or push mid. We can always get tier 2.
They ain't me.
So I didn't think they'd catch me here because I have dead mans, but apparently they're faster than I am. So I didn't think they'd catch me with dead mans.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Alright, so I have my Seraph gauge. Oh. TP in. We don't get it, but it's okay. We can wipe them out. I'm expecting Fiddlesticks to be doing some sort of damage at this
You
point.
have slain an enemy.
So,
Double kill.
I knew we would win that, or at least had a high chance of winning.
Somewhere out there's a demand that needs supplying.
Alright, here's the next time I throw. Right here. This is a throw on my end. So we should be hitting the tower. We don't need to kill Jayce. We actually don't need to kill Jayce. We just need to get the tower. But I go on him and King, and if I was hitting the Nexus, the game would have been over right there. Yeah, I trolled there. Honestly, see, and Yone calls me out for it. Hit base, which is true, and he's garbage. But like, we try not to do ego here. Like, if you make the wrong call, you just gotta own it. As retarded as this Yone is, hitting the base was the right call. That was my bad. Easy. So this game's almost over. We get Baron here. I was able to finish. Easy. I have too much armor. Nobody on our team can kill me. I have Sterix gauge.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed a turret.
Try and stay alive.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Alright, let's go back in. Let's try and end.
Every single one of them.
Did you want me to bury that?
Yep. GG.